We're going to talk here in swing in a pre-Borons video clip and introducing for the first time leading and following and the connection in between. Now, with leading and following, you need to have a connection, and the connection can be pulling or pushing. If you think about cars towing other cars, you can either put a pipe in between and actually connect them through a pipe and push, or you can put a tow rope in between and pull the car. And if you've ever been in a car getting towed, you've got to keep the rope fairly tight. If you're pulling and the car in front of you slows down, you've actually got to keep some tension on the rope. And when you go around the corner, it's particularly hard. When you're going down a hill, you've got to keep tension on the rope. You've got to keep the tension to keep the connection. If that rope goes slack and goes under the car, you're in a lot of trouble, and there is no connection. The front car can speed up or slow down or turn, and it wouldn't affect the back car. You've got to keep connection with either a pushing pressure or a pulling pressure. Now, we introduce that in swing because when we do the rock, we're going to have a push and a pull. Now, I'm going to use a stick here, which will make it easier to see, and we don't then have to worry about the hands. Now, just to be clear, if Marky was a tractor and I was a car bogged in the sand, Marky could get me out by doing one of two things. Okay, she's going to push me out of the sand. And when she slows down or stops, I will slow down and stop. She could also pull me out of the sand. And here she goes, she's pulling. Now, if she took big steps, I would take big steps. If she slowed down and stopped, I would slow down and stop, because I'm still bogged in the sand. And by the way, Marky was the tractor then and I was the car. Marky was being active and I was being passive. And just to let you know, when Marky pushed me, I'm also pushing. I'm not even holding on to the stick. And when Marky was pulling me, I'm also pulling. The difference, therefore, is who's being active and who's being passive. Now, if I was the tractor, I could push Marky, or I could pull Marky. Now, if I pulled her taking small steps, or big steps, or slow steps, or I stopped, she would stop. We can push or we can pull. Now, in the swing, because we both have to do it, when I teach this, I like to teach the man to do his step, the girl to do her step, but just initially have Marky, have the girl do the pushing and the pulling. So when Marky gets to the rock, 1 and 2, she's got to push to go back. Yes. Now Marky did actually very well then. She could have pushed just enough to take herself back. She actually did enough to make me go back and then use the remainder on her. So I'm just going to hold on to the stick so it doesn't fall. Trip, full step. Marky's going to do the pushing and the pulling. Push, pull, trip, full step. Now, as you get better at that, both of you can do less holding onto the stick. See, my hands are cupped. I push with the palm of my hand and I pull with the fingers of my hand. So my hands are cupped. So, Marky's still doing the leading. Push, pull. But funnily enough, when she's doing the leading, When she is pushing, so am I. And when she's pulling, so am I. Now, for that to be effective, I can't run away on the rush. I've got to wait for her to push me. Now, by getting the girl to do it first, girl gets a better understanding of what the man's trying to do, and guys don't have to know what to do before they know what to do. So this time we're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to be the active one. I'm going to be the tractor. Marky's going to be involved in the sand. She's not going to do a back rock unless I push her back. So, and again, you might want to hold on to the stick initially. 1 and 2. So I'm going to now push Marky and then pull her. And with the same subtlety as you got when Marky was being active. Truth, full step, push, pull. And as you get good, cup your hands. Push, pull, truth, full step. No one's holding on to this stick at the moment. Truth, full step, push, pull, truth, full step. So we're push, pulling on the rock step. Once you've done that a few times, and hopefully you haven't dropped the stick, then do it without the stick. Now guys, your fingers become the stick. Now girls, you should feel the man's fingers like the stick. Like, that's where it is. So girls are slightly leaning into the stick, truthful step, and then push, pull, truthful step, push, pull, truthful step, push, pull. We're going to do that to music. Hands to reverse, still push, pull. This is where guys you get to feel like, oh, Marky is now the stick. We're back to the man being the stick. And the man always initiates.